the Human Impact Study Guide. Sorry about that, needed to focus a little better. And you should have your study guide out in front of you and be looking at it. So as we're going over this, if you find something that you want me to talk about more, you can highlight it or circle it or write a question mark by it. But feel free to change or fix your answers as you want as we go over it so that you are prepared for the test. So hydrosphere is all of the solid, liquid, and gaseous water on Earth. Just all the water on Earth. Pollution is the contamination of air, water, or soil by substances that are harmful to living organisms. Groundwater is water beneath Earth's surface used mainly for drinking and irrigation. To conserve means to carefully use a natural resource to prevent it from becoming depleted. Depleted means like used up, okay? The greenhouse effect is a process that occurs when gases in Earth's atmosphere trap the sun's heat. Renewable resource, let me move this up here. A renewable resource is a resource that can be replaced in a short amount of time or just as endless, okay? A non-renewable resource is a resource that has a limited supply, which means it can run out. Once it's gone, it's gone. Our drinking water comes from groundwater. Number 2, the kinds of particles that make runoff polluted include mining, burning fossil fuel, ashes, salt, sewage, wastewater, pesticides, fertilizer, air pollution, oil spills. You could probably have more. There are a lot of them. So anything that you would consider pollution that would end up on the ground that rainwater would bring to surface water would make runoff polluted. How much of the U.S. population depends on groundwater for drinking? 50%, so half of the population. Freshwater becomes polluted by runoff, carrying particles of pollution to the surface water. I'm going to move that up again. Our information tells us that half the freshwater in the world is contained in 9 countries. What does that tell us about where the water can be found on Earth? Well, it can tell us that it is not equally distributed. It means that it can be found in all different places, but mainly in 9 countries, okay? Number 6, what are 4 ways that you, yes, you, can conserve water? There are more than what I listed here, but a couple of them are to shut off the water, to take short showers, to put waste in paper containers, and in proper containers, make sure you put trash where it belongs, to sweep off a sidewalk instead of use a hose. Number 7, natural causes for rising global temperatures could be volcanic eruptions or solar variations. Like solar variations means like more or less sunlight or action happening on the sun that might affect the temperature of the Earth. Number 8, human causes for rising global temperatures, burning fossil fuels, cement production, and agriculture. Those were the major ones. Number 9, what is the difference between renewable and non-renewable energy sources? Renewable energy sources will never run out. And number 10, name 2 renewable energy sources we can use in Michigan. So I put wind and solar. You can see these are out and about when you travel around. For 2 non-renewable energy sources that you use today, probably you used coal because you probably turned on a light at some point that was connected to a power plant and they use coal. And probably you used gasoline like you had to get here today to get to school. Even if you walked to school today, you probably ate some food which came from the grocery store. How to get from the grocery store? Via transportation that used gasoline. How did the food get to the grocery store? From a truck or something that used gasoline. So you probably used gasoline and coal today. All right, if you have any questions, make sure you ask them before the test. I'll be happy to talk to you more about them. Good luck on the test. You know how to do this. You got this. All right.